Hello, everyone. Good morning to our channel. Thank you for being here today. Ever since we started recording these classes, I've seen that there is a great interest in the community in checking free softwares for structure analysis and even design. So today I'd like to start a series with you guys about the F2. The F2 is actually a Brazilian structure analysis program, which you can download it. You just can go to this website. I'm going to post this link in the description of this video. And it's quite simple to download. Just click in download and download here in Windows. After you download it, the software is extremely light and it should look like this when you open it. All right, so this is what it looks like. So today I will show you guys several resources that you can see throughout this series, where you can actually design many types of structures with different loads that we usually see. Okay, so a brief introduction here is that this software is a 2D environment. So if you're looking for 3D models, maybe you should look for other softwares like SAP or Strut. These softwares usually you can work in also 2D and 3D environment. Another important thing about the software is that the F2 is only linear elastic behavior. So you cannot check for plastic or nonlinear analysis here. Okay, so this is very important. But this software for undergraduates is actually quite amazing. Okay, now this way, if you know how to use the software, you will be able not to use all those very complicated tables that we usually use whenever we have to determine bending moments and actual loadings and shear, in your structure. So once you downloaded this, please just open the window. And now this first video, I will just show you guys the main interface. So here you can click and you can see sign convention. So if you are an American student, usually the bending moments are backwards, okay? And the rest of the world, we usually have bending moments, which is a positive sign, is usually below the line of the structure. We'll talk about this really soon. And also something that is important here is the unit and formatting. So here you have both the International Unit System, which is pretty much length is measured in meters, weight and forces usually are measured in kilonewtons and kilograms. But if you're an American student, you can click to change the system to the US metric system. So length is in foot, and inches also, forces in kips or pounds, you can choose. And well, the other uh, geometric and mechanical properties you can also change. I'm gonna leave it in SI units so far so you can see a few things here before. And also here on the left side is where you will be able to model the structure. We'll talk about this really soon. Here you can create a new model. Here you can recover a model from a file that you have. Here you can save. And all these parts here, as you can see, we can define materials properties. Here we can define section properties. Here we can define supporting conditions. Here we can apply hinges. And here we can create some deformation constraints. In this part here, whenever we click through these apps, you will see that this right corner here will change. Okay, so we'll talk about this in a minute. Here we also have loads conditions. So here, if you have nodal loads, here if you have the application of nodal moments, and here when you have uniform loadings and when you have non-uniform loadings. So triangle forces, for example. Here you can also put thermal loads, and you can also create load train. So whenever we're talking about moving loads, when we're talking about the design of bridges, we usually talk about a vehicle that goes through your bridge. So you can actually define this. And finally, on the right corner here, you will see the an increasing board, which you will show your results. We'll talk about this really soon. And here you have the actual forces. Since we don't have the structure here defined yet, we can see it, but we have actual loads, shear forces, and bending moments, and deformation. Okay, so if you click here, you can actually see the types of results. Okay, and here on the bottom right, as you can see, we have a grid. I don't know if you can see very well here, but there are little dots that appear. And here you can click snap, which will track whenever you're having to create a structure here, it will track this point. Also, you can change the background of the display, putting in gray or black, or you can even choose black for going. Okay, so I will put here, I think, on black, so you can see better the results, but usually I work with white one. Okay, I'll stop this video so we can move on to the next topics.